going on, everybody? Live from Western Massacre. It's Tuesday night, 11 p.m. And what a fine Tuesday night it is. How is everybody? Let's see who's all here. We got Grouchy Lenny and Swamp Picker. Delbert's here. The Raccoon. And Cheese Grits and Nyquil is here. Yeah, buddy. So, good to see everyone. I cannot tell a lie. I don't do much picking nowadays. I got a bunch of other things happening. So, like, I've made zero progress on all these beautiful locks that I have. And I should be ashamed of it. I really should be. But it'll come full circle. I'm not too worried about that. Just got one. So, it's also one that I always pick. So, no big deal. I got a piece of mail here from Greyhound Picking. I did a post on all the Discords inviting people to send in their logo stickers and decals. Black Smoke Joe, hello. Anybody that would like to get their sticker in on the newest art project that I am working on, and I'm not really sure exactly what I'm going to do, but obviously it's going to feature the Locksport community. All you got to do is send me one of your stickers, and we'll get it in there. Yeah, so I got a package from Greyhound. Numerous people reached out and asked me for my address to send it to me, and that's the only one that has come so far. I'm in no real rush, so whenever as they come in, I'll start doing what I'm going to do with them, and I think maybe that'll generate a little more a little more interest. I want to say again thank you to Labs for shooting me this lovely chip the other day. For those of you that are involved with the Ultimate Lockpicking Championship, that is February 21 that is kicking off. There's been a bunch of entries. Well, I should say a bunch of application submissions for it. I have not looked at any of them, but I've seen some of the names that are, and there are some heavy hitters coming out of the woodwork for this. I think it's a wonderful idea. I got to applaud Labs, and I got to applaud Texas Rebel for putting the idea together and bringing it to fruition. And G. Keeman has been behind the scenes helping out quite a bit, and I have to applaud his work as well. Let me adjust my chat here to make sure that I can see everything that comes through. Today, February 3rd. Today is Minnie Gritz's birthday. So I want to say very special happy birthday to my son. He is 23 today. And I also want to say, at this age, the world is confusing as hell. At 23, I didn't know what to do with myself. Most people don't know what to do with themselves at 23. Don't let it beat you down. You'll get it figured out. I promise you that. Yeah, you'll get it figured out. I believe in you. And you should believe in yourself as well. Major Brown. Hello, Marjorie Brown. Major Marjorie. Even with the glasses, I can't see. Hello, hello. Welcome. So I am going to turn the camera around now. Again, happy birthday, Minnie Grits. When he turned 21, I took him to Las Vegas for his 21st birthday. And all he wanted to do was go to Area 51. And I said, that's not what you do when you go to Las Vegas. Like, that's what you do when you make a road trip and you're going across the country. Like, you stop at all those things. When you go to Vegas, you go to Vegas. But that's what he really wanted to do. He wanted to do the extraterrestrial highway and all that. So we rented a Lamborghini hurricane, and we tore up the highway in the desert highway up to Area 51 to check it out. And that boy broke tires loose at 90 miles an hour on the highway because somebody was trying to pass him. And I said, buddy, you don't need to flex that hard. I like all people, James. Thank you. Nigerian, non-Nigerian. People are wonderful. Yeah, it's flat and straight, but he broke the tires loose. I said, pull this car over. You're not, this car costs more than my house. You are not putting us in the ditch. But that's what we did for his 21st birthday. So wherever you are, buddy, and whatever you're doing right now, please really, really remember, you will get it figured out. And Taye Aini, Fisher Mitchell, thank you very much. So let's get this turned around, and we're going to open up this mail from Greyhound Pickin' with our handy dandy mail opener. I know what's in it. I don't know which one's in it, but I know what's in it. And I look forward to all the stickers that everybody's going to send, because it's going to make a hell of a collage. There we go. Greyhound Pickin'. I love your logo. Like they're awesome, awesome stickers. Yeah, thank you. I can't wait to start putting this together. I have a little pile of them going here. Again, I got my king shit sticker finally from Labs, and I absolutely love it. I appreciate that it was sent to me. So Greyhound, thank you so much for the stickers. They will be going in the collage. So I'm not sure what we're gonna pick today. Again, I cannot tell a lie. I have not been active with a pick off camera. I only pick on, yeah, that's right, that is a ProTech. That is a beautiful knife. It is the Godfather. I actually bought this knife. I got this knife for $100, believe it or not. But it is definitely ProTech Godfather. Not sure where it came from, but it ended up with me. Super nice knife. Super nice action. Super nice action on it. So, yeah, I can't tell a lie. I have not been active picking. So let's get warmed up on a couple of locks that we pick all the time, that we know we can get into to get our thoughts and good feelings activated. Let me pull a couple of other tensioners out of here, because I just throw them in the box when I'm done, because I don't really keep those organized anymore. They're too big of a nightmare to get out of the organization system. So the box is where it's at for me. There we go. I'm pulling the Reapers out because I like the Reapers, and I might use a couple of the ergo turners. And that's enough, I think. Rock out with your lockout. Yeah, buddy. Texas Rebel. What's up, brother? Again, February 21st, it looks like. Am I correct on that, Texas Rebel? The 21st is kickoff for the first round of fights. Put my picking glasses on. Yeah, the 21st. I work until 10 p.m., so I'll show up when I can for that. I am absolutely blown away at the response for this. I knew the community would like it, but you and Labs and G. Keeman have brought this thing to fruition, and it is a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. I applaud the hard work and I applaud the idea, and like I can't wait to see what comes out of it. We are almost to the beautiful 1,000 mark. So if there's any new people watching, I'm trying to get to 1,000. Please toss me the sub. I'd like to break that milestone. You don't have to. There is no obligation to buy anything, but I would like it if you did. Okay, so that one's open. Let's go to this one. I don't pick this one in hand very often. I am more partial to putting it in the vise and picking it. I just get a whole lot better response on the turners. I haven't had much hand in that, Texas. It's been all your guys' work. I just kind of promote it a little bit. I think it's an amazing idea. I honestly, the names that are getting involved with it, some of them I've heard of, some of them I haven't heard of, some of them I'm terrified of. But it's going to turn out to be an amazing event. Maybe one of these months I'll be able to participate in it myself. I am going to reach out to Packlock and see if they're willing to play ball with it. It'd be fun to get a little care package together from them, either as a competition situation or a prize situation. It'd be nice. I'm waiting to hear from Mr. Stephen Leahy on the painted, on the lock I'm giving away. I have an amazing lock from Packlock that they donated for my giveaway, but I don't have it yet, so I can't give it away. And I know when I get it, I'm not going to want to give it away. Yeah, 1K is awesome. 1K, like it's pretty surreal actually. Like I was just 150 subscribers like a couple months ago, and that has changed. Like it blew up, and for no real reason, honestly. Like except for everybody's comes to hang out, which is super cool. I appreciate it. I haven't been as active lately. Other things going on. Work's been, college is back in session right now, so like, that's going to eat up tons of time for me. But we'll get back into picking here. Sometimes you go hard on something, and then when you actually get where you're going with it. So I am open. There it goes. But it wasn't opening. It's weird. Sometimes you get where you're going, and you're tired when you get there. So again, anybody that wants to get their logo or their sticker or their decal or whatever in on the collage, please reach out to me on Discord or via my email from here, which would be Western Massacre Locksport at gmail.com. Reach out to me. We'll get you a place to send the sticker, and you can send it to me. I know I'm going to do metal panels with it. I might do something even crazier than that, but metal panels are cool. Everybody likes to get a metal panel. Actually, I can't say everybody likes it, but I like it when I get metal panels. Mohammed Del Torquí. Hello, welcome. Good to see you. What, the metal panels? It's just another thing, another art project, another giveaway. Something to say thank you to everybody. Something, I like doing projects, so that's really all it is. Too much taxes. You aren't kidding. Liquid Denmark, hello. I'll tell you what, if you think it's too much taxes, try ordering some multi-picks in America from Germany. You'll see taxes. Holy moly. The the the, the Trump edition multi-picks, like multi-picks should be like putting a premium on that. Suing Trump for making money off him. Yeah, I'm gonna do a collage. You know, everybody's stickers all laid out, and I got this nifty star from my buddy Texas Rebel. Like, and I'm gonna scan that out, and then I'll sublimate it onto a metal panel. Probably I'll probably do some other things with it. You know, just to celebrate the wide world of Locksport. I'm hoping to get some more stickers from overseas, honestly. That would be cool. I'll tell you what, like, you take things for granted. You see this gnarly scar here? I got bit by a dog, like, it damn near tore my thumb off. And now, like, the thumb itself is numb. It feels like it's asleep all the time, 24/7. And so, like, picking things like this up are really difficult when I'm digging away in a lock. Like, it really affects the sensation. It takes, like, I took it for granted. Like, I was out of work for 2 months while it healed up, and I was a chef at the time. So when I came back to work, like, using a knife, because this is my knife hand, using a knife was really, really awkward. Yeah, I gotta envy you. There's some wonderful picks and stuff that come from overseas, Germany specifically, Japan. Those are handmade, though. I think it's illegal to actually own picks in Japan. I could be wrong, but I think that's what I had heard. But Germany specifically makes some great picks. The United States makes good picks too, but it's always fun when, yeah, these are imports, collector's items. Yeah, buddy. You know, and you collect records, you always want those Japanese imports, or you want the ones from the UK, the stuff that doesn't get released here, you know. The hell is Moki? Moki is a lockpick company. I do not own any Mokis. I haven't been fortunate enough that they've sent me anything. I haven't bought anything from them, but they do receive pretty high regards here in the United States from the pickers here. Come on, what's going on here? Reset them. Too much tension. I want to blame the tensioners from multi-pick, like these bat wings. They work. They're efficient. Don't get me wrong. But I feel like they're really easy to over tension. But that could just be me with, you know, my strangling, fat, flappy thumbs. Amit, hello. Hello and welcome. If you're just stopping in, I'd like it if you consider giving me a sub. We hang out every Tuesday night at this time. We do more than pick locks, but usually we are picking away on something or another, trying to figured out how the internal mechanism works. I do not claim to be lockpicking lawyer. I do not claim to be Bosnian Bill. I do not claim to be McNally. If you're looking for super flashy lockpicking work, those are your guys. I am only aspiring to be kind of like them. Logan is on YouTube. Excellent. I'm glad you're on YouTube because you're here on the Cheese Grits and Nyquil show. And I like having you here. Again, it's Mini Grits' birthday today. I talked to him a couple times. I hope, there we go. We are now in full set. I hope he had a good birthday. Pretty tough to top your 21st birthday, but hope he had a good birthday today. He's not so little anymore. He's a grown-ass man at this point. But he's still my Mini Grits. There we go. All right. Ooh, send you flying. Somebody punched the camera. What are we doing? We got to reset this. And there's also I mean, aside from the Ultimate Lockpicking Championship, there's a very cool, I think it's a challenge. And I want to say Grouchy Lenny came up with this. There's like a 2 or 3 man heist situation. Somebody needs to pick shackles. Somebody else needs to do something as a distraction on the camera for a few seconds. And then pick a lock. I don't know. There's a lot to it, but it's a cool idea. I think I want to get involved with that. I just don't know what the details are as far as timeline, and what the details are as far as that. Like, I missed out on a bunch of people's giveaway challenges. I missed out on a bunch of things lately. I'm going to miss out on most of this Ultimate Lockpicking Championship too, which bums me out. It's a cool idea. But that's what happens when you gotta work. When you work nights, you miss out on the night stuff. Yeah, I really like that idea. That was fun. I like to do card magic too. It's been a while, but I did bartend for a period of time in my life, and I was quite good with card magic, so that would make an excellent distraction. All right, let's see here. Gold P. I have not gotten this open yet. I probably won't get it open, but we are gonna take a crack at it. Figure if you can't get into it, put it away. Eventually you'll get into it. Yeah, the details are on the Ultimate Lockpicking Championship Discord. I don't see anybody with a blue wrench right now. Texas, would you like the blue wrench so you can post a link to it? Is that something you'd be interested in? Grouchy, either one of you? Yeah, I've never gotten this lock open. All right, let's see what we can do here, Rebel. There we go. You should be okay, Rebel. Chuck Soup. Yeah, buddy. Good to see you. Yeah, I got a few goals here that have been beating me up pretty good. I spent a couple weeks picking on this, and to no avail. That's partially what has put me in my not being active picking stage, is getting frustrated with these goals. I got some other locks I could probably play around and pick, but like after watching a bunch of my colleagues rip these locks open like nobody's business, it's kind of frustrating to not be able to pick them. And that's no reason to stop doing something that you like doing. Just keep going at it. I'm not like, I don't have a problem failing at it, but it just sucks when you seem to fail nonstop at it. That can hamper things, but it's no reason to stop. So, Nightmare, what's going on, brother? Chuck you, V. Chuck you, Chuck Sue. Ah. Too much tension becomes not enough tension, and out it comes. All right, let's switch tensioners. I think Logic Wizard told me he had better luck using bottom of the keyway tension with these. I moved away from bottom of the keyway tension, and now I have a hard time using it unless I'm picking in hand. The same with top of the keyway tension, and I have a hard time picking top of the keyway tension unless I am picking in a vise. I still have problems with it. Yeah, it feels right to me. Nightmare, that's why I keep doing it. There we go, little pop. Is this a light tension situation or is it a heavy tension? That's the one thing I don't know. And light tension 100%. I am not worried if anybody compares me to what they do, like not even a little bit. It's okay. I don't have any hang-ups with my failures. Although it has kind of slowed me down on my picking adventure in the last couple of months. I got my brown belt, and then I started going I got my purple belt, and I slowed down on getting the brown belt, and now I'm having a hard time with getting back at it. Heavy for jiggle, light for setting. Okay. I don't think I've ever heard it put that way before, so. There we go, little click. I think this is too much pick, actually. Yeah, I saw a few big names showing up for the ULC, and I'm absolutely flattered that it's taken off so well. Like, going to be fun to watch. Definitely been fun to see it come to fruition, I gotta say. Yo, Blanco! What's going on, brother? Good to see you. Did you know today's my little man's birthday? He turned 23 today. My little man bought a what the hell car was that? Is it a Suburban? Bought a GMC truck off of Static Blanco. Great deal on it. Lasted I don't know, most of a year. Put a lot of miles on that. But like I think the rims were worth more than the whole vehicle. It had these massive 22-inch rims, and they were gorgeous. My kid had so much fun driving that shit around. Keybeard, hello, good to see you. Yeah, I'm still working on this goal. I haven't been doing any picking in my off time, which that's going to change here soon, because there's no reason I haven't been able to progress on these locks, except for I just don't really put any time in off camera anymore. Life is doing what life does, so. Yeah, a kid loved that vehicle. I don't remember what the hell it was. GMC. The hell was that car? It was huge, extended cab. Used to go sit out in there and like bring the dogs and hang out in the van, and not a van, a big Suburban thing. Yeah, it was a Suburban. Yeah, he's like, I wish I still had that. I'm like, well, you should have took better care of it. I told you. Be the cheapest car you ever owned. This is a cool vehicle. It was not friendly on gas. Big Bossolini, what's up? Good to see you. I'm glad you popped in. Usually I don't get this sort of a response when I like put the going live in 45 minutes, like preset the later broadcast, but this one seemed to get out there, which is good to see. I love it when I see new people popping in here and saying hi. It's a good thing. All right, Goal, you're getting annoying. And I think it was Spicy Nug was like, oh, you're going for the brown belt? Yeah, Gold P. That's where you want to go. Yeah. Gold P sets apart the pickers from the little children. I think I am. You know what else just whipped my ass? This stupid lock. I think it's a greenbelt lock is what somebody said. And I am having a hell of a time with that lock, although it's a very interesting pick because it doesn't weigh anything. Like the internals don't weigh anything. Like it's very cool. Yeah, spicy. Yeah, Gold P. That's what you want to pick. You got to be shitting me right now. Like, you'll get it. You'll get it. Yeah. I haven't got it yet. I also got this gold D9 that I should have had that one open too. Doesn't want to cooperate. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Yeah, I got the D9. Like I was working on that too. What I need to do is probably take a Allen wrench and like grind it down and make a turner out of it that fits the D9 because I do not like using two turners in there. I don't like the way that feels. And my pick kind of goes in between them. Come on. Wow. Yeah, I'm not actually pushing. I'm just keeping, it might look like I'm pushing, but I'm really not pushing. I'm just trying to keep the tensioner from falling out. I mean, at least that's what I perceive it as. Maybe I'm pushing the shit out of it and it's not working. I could be very wrong in my tensioning. I never really know. I know what I think, and usually what I think is horribly, horribly wrong. All right, come on. All right, we're gonna park the gold P and go to the gold D9. Work on that one because this one's already getting frustrating. I can feel everything happening in this turner, but it just does not want to let go. All right. And then there's no pins that drop when I release the tension, so I'm not getting anything set. You know what it kind of reminds me of is picking on a quick set. Everything snaps, pop, snap, pop, pop, snap, pop, snap. And then when you let off the tension, 0 pins drop. Frustrating. All right. And this is a neat lock, but I don't have much luck with it. So let's find a couple of tensioners that'll fit in there. I watched somebody use double bat wings, but my bat wings don't seem to fit in there. One fits in there, but 2 of them does not. So let's try it. Let's start with 1. See where it gets us. Get some light on the subject. I'm assuming this is also a light tension situation. Yeah, I like my coverts. The Reapers, these guys here are amazing. It is easy to pick locks. It is not easy to pick the ones I am failing on. But you are right, it is easy to pick. This one has 9 pins in it. Angie, 5601, hello. Sky Pigeon, you crack it yet? No, buddy. It's winning. But I'm trying. I am trying. Edward Clannon. Yeah, I'm not teaching anything. You ain't getting into nothing using my techniques, I'll promise you that. I like to say if this was the end of the world and the food was on this side, I'm dead. Not only that, but like, you ain't getting into a car this way. I don't know, people, hey, can you pick this? Can you pick that? There's much more efficient ways to do things than what I am doing. If that's what you want to do, good luck. Don't get caught. Love big titties. What's up? No, this is 9 pins. 3 on this side, 3 on this side, 3 on the top. This is a gold D9. Interesting lock. It really is. But I am not having good luck with it. Push both side pins out of the way. Work the top. That's what I'm trying to do. What I'm not having luck with is my tensioner situation. Like, I really wish I had something that, you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to have to make something, I think. Whatever I have to do to get into it, right? Where are... Oh, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. I got those stubs too that I should probably be trying again. The most progress I made on this lock were using the tensioners you sent me, so I should probably pull those out of that box. And okay, there we go. And I probably should take this lock apart at some point and really get familiar with it. I've never taken it apart. Yeah, I should be using those. It's funny, like there's so many of you guys that have picked this lock, and here I am just slamming my face against walls trying to get into it. Okay, I think we're good. It's hard to tell when something's set and when it's not. Like, Yeah, I don't know what I'm feeling for on this or in the, I actually progressive pinned halfway into the goal P, and I picked it in seconds. And then as soon as I put that fourth pin, it changed the whole game. And yeah, I just never progressively pinned it again. I think I want a little bit bigger flag. Okay, let's... I don't know if these side pins are set or not. That's half my problem. Go back to the side pins. This front one keeps popping out on me. Okay. And Little Yellow's doing wonderful, buddy. Thanks for asking. She's killing it. That lady is doing better than most people I know, which is amazing. For those of you who don't know, my wife is from China. She gave everything up to come over here, and she has done well for herself. She works hard and never takes a day off. We'll put it that way. And yes, I did call her Little Yellow because that's what she calls herself. So before you start screaming, Cheese Grits has problems with Chinese people, that's not true. I love them. I've been there 5 times, and most of them are little. Although there's more 7-footers there than anywhere else in the world. You wouldn't know it when you're there. I'm a giant, and I'm only 5'8½". I even got Bible thumped, which you would not think that would happen in China either, but I got Bible thumped in Shanghai on the train. It was the most surreal experience I think I've ever had in my life. I have a 2008 New Testament that was printed in Chinese for the Beijing Olympic Games. And yeah, like, it was given to me on the train, and some lady turns to me in perfect English and says, Jesus loves you. And I said, Ta ye I ni. And she smiled and gave me a Bible and stepped off the train. I thought she was going to faint before she said anything to me, though. Yeah, 6 foot, like you would tower over them. I mean, I tower over them at 5'8½". But again, like I said, there's more 7-footers there than anywhere else in the world. Yeah, they don't grow much facial hair either. They're not hairy people. I myself am 40% Yeti. If you can't tell by the hairy hands. There's a lot of monkey in that blood. A lot of monkey. Rebel Godzilla's Japanese. If he's in China, they're calling in the army. Daniel Tilson, what's going on? Good to see you. Okay, a lot of snapping and cracking, but it's funny, what works for one person doesn't work for cheese grits, ever. No advice in the world, and I just cannot get into these things. But all the sides are open, so maybe we can pop the top. Nope, there's the sides coming back. Damn it. All right. I just got a subscriber notification from somebody that I cannot pronounce that name, and I want to say thank you so much. It was an interesting name. Thank you. Archibald Kenobi, Lock Jedi, Lord Kodiak, good to see you. How you been, buddy? How's your New Year going? I saw you were live earlier. All right. Flush tensioners, gift from your friend and mine, Circa Nightmare, in his attempt to help me get into this lock. Maybe I need this one. Try this one. I think this might be too much tensioner. No, that's good. Okay. Counter? Is counter the way to go on this? Wild Billiam, what's going on, buddy? Long time no see, my friend. Wild Billion has picked this lock, I'm pretty sure, relatively quickly, too. It's still beating me up. I know he did Gold P, but I think he did this one, too. Those of you who don't know, there is a lot of picking talent in this chat right now. A lot. Green Tools, what's going on, buddy? I'm sorry, I haven't been too active. I still got to get you some pictures, my man. They are coming. I haven't forgotten. Yeah, they are gray locks. If you got one of those on your door, you should sleep well at night. We'll put it that way. You should go on vacation knowing your shit's safe. But yeah, they are great locks. They're interesting mechanisms in them, and cheese grits can't get into them. So there's that. Rosie, what's going on? Rosie Sosa. Good to have you here. Thank you for popping in. Come on. I was hoping that Mini Grits would make an appearance, but he's not. Or he hasn't yet, at least. Again, it's his 23rd birthday. for 5 more minutes, at least here. It's got an hour and 5 minutes east or west of here, but he's got 5 minutes left on the East Coast. And then it's Old Hat. Thanks, Rosie. Yeah, we're trying. I should progressively pen this, but you got to take these little covers off, if I'm not mistaken, to gut this lock. And I'm not sure if I'm comfortable with that yet. I mean, I am the guy that says rip open every lock you have, because you will become inherently more comfortable with it than ever before when you do. I just have not taken the time. Like, I'm not. They look like they're like machined really, really nicely, and I would hate to ruin them. Green makes some amazing cutaways. Like, his machining is absolutely fantastic. I love that. Throws a beer on. What you need to do is throw a vinyl on the player and crack your beer and then start machining. Love watching your equipment tear metal up. It's phenomenal. What is going on in here? Miner 83, what's going on? Hello and welcome. All sorts of people saying hi tonight. I love that. We are trying to hit 1,000 subscribers. If you guys are popping in for the first time and like a cool place to chill out and hang, we're happy to have you here. You don't need to subscribe. I'd like it if you did. That would help me in my journey. But there's a wonderful community of people here, of all different walks of civilization. And some of them are, if you're into picking locks, most of the people in here are incredible lock picks. I myself am not. I've gotten lucky a few times, but all right, break time. I do know the lockpicking lawyer, not personally, but I do know of him and I do watch him, Rosie, and he is very talented lockpicker. Kid Vanilla. Kid Vanilla's in Maine, buddy. He's up there, we're living life the way it should be. Kid Vanilla. Love it. I am going to start calling him Kid Vanilla. Yeah, he's doing well. I got a picture of him standing, big panoramic photo. I took of him in the not the Vegas, but the Nevada desert at the black mailbox on the extraterrestrial highway, and Kid Vanilla's standing up by the box looking out into the desert, and we got the Lamborghini Huracan on the left. It's a great, and then you can see mountains in the distance, and it's just an amazing photograph. I need to get it like printed out is what I need to do. Big panoramic for him. Raven. I I don't know. I'm not I'm running 2 tensioners. I'm not putting much, as you can see, like, I'm not putting much pressure. It's enough to rotate the core just to position. And these are flush tensioners, so they're not really digging in there. I could have too much tension. As far as the picking pressure, just in comment to your comment, no, you're welcome to chime in with your. I can't pick this lock. I'm just learning it, so you're welcome to chime in at any point and give me constructive criticism on what I'm doing wrong, because I haven't opened it. I don't know. Yeah, we got a bunch of peekers, which is awesome. I love seeing the people watching. I love it even more when they interact, especially when they're new, because it means we have a new person that's interested in what we like to do, or a new person that I've never met. And I think that I love meeting the new people. A lot of them are much better pickers than me, so very cool. Well, I will say, if I was doing what I'm doing to survive, I'd be dead. Not even gonna joke about that. This is a gold D9 lock from Japan. It is my first it's my first high pin count lock that I've tried to open. I've never gotten it open. I'm hoping to get it open. Hoping. I go back and I watch like Eagle Lockpicking do his, because he's got the world record on this. And I try to duplicate like whatever movements that I've seen, and it doesn't work that well for me. I can't get it to do what it's supposed to do. I don't know where I'm going wrong, which, I mean, that's what keeps you out of them. If you knew where you're going wrong, you'd fix it, right? Not this guy. No, there's nothing wrong with it. You know, Texas Rebel actually hit it right on the head. It depends on where you live. The United States, there's a few states where it's illegal to own lockpicks. And it really depends on the environment that you have them. If you get caught doing something you got no business doing and you have them on you, you probably just picked up another charge. Because of intent purposes, but other than that, it's not illegal to own them. Don't put them in places they don't belong, because that'll catch you a pretty serious charge. Galaxy has phenomenal. I think that's where I got this, is Galaxy locks. No, I got my gold P from Galaxy locks. I might have gotten something else from him too. Galaxy's got some good shit. Okay, it's trying to turn the core when I do that, so pop, 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 pop. I think I just overset the whole lock. Pin all the way in the back. When I look at the keys, the third pin on the top doesn't exist. So I'm guessing that means it is a complete full lift. And I can't seem to get it there. Or if I do get it there, I don't know I've got it there. Let's go after that float pick style. I don't know the answer to that, Keybeard. I don't think there's any like security, like serrated pins or anything like there, but I mean, there's a lot happening in there. It would be nice to get some progress. I mean, I say that, but then I only pick on them on Tuesday nights. So I should probably really invest some time into it, like off camera, take it apart, progressively pen it. I'm nervous to take it apart because of the Bible covers. I watched Spicy pick a challenge lock, and where he was picking it, and the Bible cover just shot right off and almost hit him in the eye. Oh, this isn't a pin tumbler. This has pins on 3 sides. It is a dimple lock with like a pin tumbler. Like, it's kind of a combo. It's crazy what's going on in here. You look at that key. These are all the way out. So maybe I'm just oversetting the hell out of everything. Could be what's going on. Would not surprise me if I'm getting it that horribly wrong. I am not aspiring to be a locksmith. I just like picking locks. And these guys aren't doing it for me anymore, really. Most of them. This one is definitely interesting. This one also beat me up really bad, which I don't understand because this is a basic pin tumbler lock. It's just got such tight tolerances and crazy security pins that I can't get into it. But it shouldn't be that difficult. And it is. Yeah, I am familiar with Lockpick and Lawyer. I appreciate it. I do watch him. I don't think I've ever seen him pick the D9. Maybe he has. He's picked a lot of higher level locks. But again, like, some people just have it different than other people. Again, if anybody has a sticker or a logo they would like to get in on the collage, please reach out to me on Discord or hit me up at the email address that's connected to this account, and Western Massacre Locksport at gmail.com. Hit me up there, and we will get your sticker to me, and that will get into my collage. I will be making a few prints of it and giving those away. It's something we haven't done recently since Spoon won the last ring. I did get information from her on it. I haven't started on the ring yet, but I did get information from her on it. And we will get going on that ring here before too long. She didn't give me a ring size. She gave me a finger measurement, so I've got to actually do the math and convert that. A few things I need to do, actually, now that I think about it. And are you pushing the pens down? No pin in the bottom. They're in the top, up here. Those I'm pushing up. In the side pens, I don't know if those are the ones that are giving me the most, like, I don't know enough about the lock. I've never picked it open, so, like, I don't really know. Until you get it open, you don't really know what you're feeling for, if that makes sense. But I think I'm going to take up Nightmare on his recommendation and progressively pen this. And actually do some work on it, because like that's how I managed to get into all my other. Yeah, I can see all those gnarly pins in there. That's crazy. Craziness. Pen Jumper. Baby Pen, what's up? LOL Bird, what's up, bro? You're right, I am doing it wrong. That's why I'm not into it. But if you can do it right, I would love to watch your video on how you do it right, because I ain't doing it right. That's for sure. Okay, let's wind it down and pick a couple of these other locks again. And oh, we are way off camera. Nobody wants to watch my arm. Step aside. Wait a minute. You mean I get to keep this $100 if I put things in people's butts? Well, step aside. Let me show you how it's done. I don't know if anybody remembers that Eddie Murphy song, but if you don't, it's called "Put the Boogie in Your Butt" by Eddie Murphy. And you need to familiarize yourself with that song. Put the boogie in your butt. Put the boogie in your butt. I ain't putting no trees in nobody's butt, no fleas in nobody's butt. Put a big rock in your butt. Put a lot in your butt. Put this lock in your butt. Put the boogie in your butt. Take a cup of brim and fill it to the rim and put it in your butt. I'll tell you what, I love old Eddie Murphy. Stick your car in your butt. Put a tin can in your butt. Put a little tiny man in your butt. See where you guys got me going? Come on now. That's the wrong tensioner. Yeah, if you haven't heard the song, it's something you probably should hear. You can find it on YouTube, and yeah. I don't even know what brought that thought into my head, but I'm glad it popped in there because, yeah, that's a memory and a half. There we go. Okay. Let's actually go after the DeGuard. I haven't opened this one in a while. I'd like to get that open again. Which tensioner do I want? I like the big monster pry bars for that type of lock. We are getting a little bit of rotation relatively quickly. I like that. Does not mean I'm getting into it though. As in like the combination style, like with the little dials. I have never picked one of those. They are relatively, at least the technique to pick them. I can't speak from experience because I've never picked one. But I do know how to pick them. And the technique is relatively simple. Putting those techniques into practice can be a whole different world depending on what kind of lock it is. It's kind of like the dial combinations. I see people decode the combinations. I see people decode them for like their blue belts, and I can't get the feedback from the dial that people seem to get. I almost feel like they're bullshitting their way through it and using the com that they already know, like, because they don't behave the same for me that they do for everybody else. And if you know the com, there's no way you can tell me that you're not being biased on the numbers. Which is why, like, when I set the combinations on like this or on this, I don't remember what they are because I set it so long ago and I haven't like touched them since. I don't remember what they are, so when I go to crack those, it'll be a legitimate crack for me. Freaky Climber. That's one of my favorite pickers. I think he just retired. I think he was from the Chicago area. I don't really know. I could be wrong. Maybe he's from Montana. But I want to say it was the Chicago area. And I wish he was back because, like, I really liked his videos. Lock Noob's really good too. But Bosnian Bill was my favorite GM. Okay, we are progressively getting more and more rotation, but not getting where I want to get. Texas Rebel? Yeah, buddy. The thickness on this pry bar, I don't know. This is actually the standard pry bar that came with the Hux tools. I like the meat that it has. Is it the answer? Not always. In the case of this lock, I like the feeling on this bar versus using something else. But really, like, any tensioner works a little more. Like, I'm getting a little more and a little more, but I haven't gotten that deep false set that I'm looking for. Once you go into that big false set, and you know you're only one little pin away from getting your open. This was one of the locks that I was attempting to use for the Assassin Challenge, but all of a sudden I couldn't pick them quickly anymore. Weirdest thing ever. So yeah, I'm going to pick these locks. Nope, now you can't open them. Well, let's compare it. We got 40 and 30 here. When I stack them together, it's probably a little more than 70 thousandths. And yeah, it's probably about 70 thousandths. The one and only Nicole. Are you a cocksmith? I am a cocksmith. Hello. Hello and welcome. I am not a locksmith, though. I am just a lowly lock picker. And I am currently halfway picked into this lock, and I am struggle busting the shit out of it now. Okay. The hand is cramping. For sure. It's funny, I was able to open this lock in under a minute not that long ago. And now it's a 10-minute plus adventure. It's really amazing. Yeah, I don't pick locks indoors though, which is why I have it in this little contraption here. This is just the sport end of it. However, if I was in a door, I would probably be like that. But I am not, so we're gonna monkey fist the shit out of it. Do what we're gonna do. But you are right. It is definitely not the same as if it was in the wild. If it was in the wild, it would probably be much harder to pick as well. Come on. Getting counter rotation there, so I know one of those spools is acting up. And I probably just need to relax my monkey fist on it. All right, come on. Holy moly, this has got like a small handle on it, and so like it causes me to cramp. I wish I knew, like, I suppose I can go to like Walmart and get one of those pencil things. That might help with the comfort level on this pick. Because the Huck's bodies are, you can see this, like, this is a huge difference there. The Huck's bodies are much more comfortable for my fat ass hands. And I love that I grab locks that I haven't opened in months and be like, well, we're going to open this one. And then you just don't get it open. Yeah, buddy. Phillips lock, make a video. All right. I can't hold it any longer. Ah, wow. Reset. The key does work. The key does look like that. It is a fun lock when you get it open. Try a different tensioner. Maybe I'm just over tensioning it with that other one. And I can feel all the feedback. It's not really telling me, it's telling me, you suck! I got myself into a weird position trying to pick this lock, and my back's killing me. There we go. A little bit of progress. Problem with a little bit of progress is you start getting anxious to get the lock open. And then you go and do something like that where you get the pick stuck. And there we go. But I just lost my progress. Bayesian Campaneur. Hello. Welcome. Hand health, guys. Make sure you stretch your hands out, especially if you're doing any sort of marathon picking. Let the blood back in your fingers. It is a real thing. I haven't seen G. Keeman tonight. Hope he's all right. No. There is no stealing anything. Honestly, like, people that are stealing would use much more efficient techniques. I'm really here just to kind of hang out and shoot the shit with you guys. This is really all I'm here for. Sometimes we do fun projects. Sometimes we sit here and run into walls on locks. Although, as you can see, we are halfway rotated, so this lock should yield, being the key word. It's got I think it's 5 spools in it, so they kind of make for a difficult time off of each other. They're spicy. Good thing this isn't a door, for sure. If this is how you were getting into a door in the first place, I don't know. There we go. That could be the problem. I'm hooked on it. That's the one thing I don't like about these turners, is they seem to get hung up in a weird position inside of these keyways. And in order to like actually get the lockpick, you gotta like release the damn tensioner. Sort of false set. It's halfway to false set, if that makes any sense. It keeps going a little more and a little more, but I haven't actually gotten the false set on this one. The tensioner is, oh, I just dropped all the pins. Awesome. But that's why I like the other style of tensioner in this particular keyway, is it doesn't hang up, but it's easy to over tension with it. So I've got a few. I've got 2 sets of dimple pins. I've got an old set of Mad Bob's lock picks, which was my first like pro grade lock pick kit. They no longer make them, so it's kind of like an homage to like vintage lock picks. They're really not that old though. I've got disc detainer picks, but I can't seem to figure those out at all. Holy smokes, DeGard, what are you doing to me here? I do have the key. I just showed you the key. Key looks like that. And you're right, it would be a lot easier. You know what else would be easier? If I had a giant crowbar. Just snap through those pins. But that's not what I'm doing. Although, there is a lockpick challenge called the Pack Leader where you got to open 3 locks, each lock in 3 unique ways. And you can use the key on one of those. So if you'd like to give that a shot with me, yeah, we can grab another teammate. We can get you the patch, and you can use the key. Oh boy, come on. No, it's not even really a lock. It's a Locksport channel, but I am not what you would call a professional at this. Not only that, but this is a much higher end lock than what you're going to find on most houses. It really depends on the day, Rosie. Sometimes I pick into 5 or 6 different locks. Sometimes I don't get into any of them. Now that I've reached a level where I'm picking locks that are starting to get into the higher security situation, I don't necessarily get into very many of them. And that's okay. Again, like I am pretty much here to just hang out with you guys anyways. I would, but this is kind of a spendy lock. 1/2-inch drill. It'll work. 1/2-inch drill will work in this. What I did do, what the hell was it on? It was on a cheap lock. I used a Dremel with the new snap fit and the metal cutting thing, and it tore straight through the hardened shackle. That is a thing. I also used a neoprene hammer to open one. You bang it until the latch lets go. There's all sorts of ways you can bypass locks. You're starting to make me mad, Bigard. There's no reason why I can't get you open right now. Marissa A. Johnson, what's going on? This was actually my first 5 pen and pen purple lock I ever picked. But I haven't picked it in a very long time. And now I can't. Yeah, that's what locksmiths do. They charge you a lot of money. They get into your locks, whatever it is. Sometimes destructively, sometimes not destructively. But they do get in. And a drill bit will absolutely open most of these locks. There are some that have some anti-drilling situations going on. You going with bilocks, Spicy? Because I've got a ton of them here and I suck at them too. All right, what is the holdup here? I think Vector picked bilock on camera, if I remember correctly. I've got 5 or 6 of them here. Like I went on the collection with them because I am in love with them, and then I haven't tried to pick one in a long time. Thanks, Dubs. I appreciate that. 5-minute challenge was like 40 minutes ago, though, bro. All right, we are not going to keep going at this lock, though, which is fine. Again, this was one that I used to be able to get in under a minute, but I haven't picked it in a very long time. And those feelings have gone away. All right. Yeah, we're done with it. It's okay. Again, I haven't been active off camera with locks in probably 2 months at this point. It's due to other numerous things. What am I looking for? Bilocks. That's what I'm looking for. We got one right here, I think. Yeah, there's one right here. I do not have the key for this one. These locks are absolutely bananas, and I love them so much. I need to repin my other one. Yeah, here we go. We'll play with this a little bit. Just a little bit. The key. It does operate. I do have the Night Watch. The only one I don't have from them is the is the assassin. I stopped progressing the belts to go after the assassin patch, and then I never got the assassin patch. So I'm not really sure what I'm doing. And then I got frustrated and I stopped picking for a little while. Well, I shouldn't say I stopped because I still do it Tuesday nights, but I don't put the time into it that I should be. How do I want to go at this bad boy? 40, 30. Let's get the 30. I encourage everybody to go after the assassin patches and the Night Watch and the Berserker and all of that. Like, it's an absolutely fun adventure. Lockjaw Manufacturing. I don't know where my pack leader patch ended up. I set it down and I haven't seen it since. Good night, Kodiak. Good to see you. Berserker is a fun one. 100%. Berserker actually was one of those ones where I was like, I can't even believe that people do this. And then, I mean, that was a long time ago at this point. But if you're new to lockpicking, that's a fun challenge. And you get a really cool patch out of it if you do it. There's a clicky test that you're supposed to do with these locks. And it's similar to the jiggle test. I don't seem to have the clicky test down yet, though. There we go, there's a click. Another click. These are supposed to be like black belt locks, double black belt locks. I don't know if this particular one is or not. I've never managed to pick one of these guys, and I've got a few of them. I find them to be the coolest locks on the planet. And taking them apart is pretty intimidating. Ooh, we just got a little bit of rotation. Taking them apart is pretty intimidating, but I highly recommend you do it if you own one of these. I know Swampy's got one that he probably hasn't taken apart yet. Yeah, are we close here on this one? What's going on here? Probably not. Let's go to the other side. Yeah, you should play with that one. It's a good lock. take it apart. Like, that's huge. Even if you don't progressive it, just get familiar with it, because the mechanism in it is absolutely fascinating. Dutch Lock Picker, what's going on? Good morning. Thanks for popping in. This is live from Western Massacre. It's Tuesday night, but now it's Wednesday morning, to be 100% honest, here and there. So, glad you made it, though. I do like hearing those clicks, though. Every time I get one, like, it just seems to release something a little more. And I think I said that a lot on the last one that I tried to pick too. Oh, every time I get a click, I feel a little bit of rotation, and then I never managed to get into it. Okay, I'm not getting any more progress out of that side. And now I am tensioning the shit out of it because I got excited. And I don't think there's actually any progress. All that pops and clicks, and I don't think there's any progress at all. I think any rotation that I see on the turner is just because I'm pushing harder and harder and harder as I get myself excited. I have heard numerous theories on that keyboard. I've heard quite a bit because as it progressively opens, it gets easier and easier. But at first, because there's 12 pins, 12 slider pins, you need to get them to bind. And it takes quite a bit of pressure to do that. I have never gotten one open, so I'd be lying if I tried to tell you what is true and what isn't. Shai Komalaki. Hello, how are you? Good to see you. Okay. All right, I think I am gonna throw the towel in for the night. A couple more minutes on this bad boy. This bad boy. Be official. Yeah, thanks. I wish I believed in me on this bad boy, but I'm glad I pulled it out. Like, it's been a while since I've tried to pick on one of these, and it's okay. I don't do much picking in the downtime, so this is actually, I like these locks so much that this is actually making me quite happy. And that's a fact. When one door closes, the other one opens. But come on. I feel like that pin is set, I feel. This pin is set. I'm sorry to hear that. Breakups are always bad for at least one of the parties. But, like you said, when one door closes, a whole bunch of other ones open. Just make sure that's what you want before you do it. It's usually a good idea to take some time for yourself, especially if it was a longer relationship and a heavily emotional one, you know. Usually, that's usually the play. Or you can give it the old cheese grits and like, well, who gives a F? And get right back into the jamboree with someone else. Everybody loves that shit too. Just not recommended. And if you do it, don't blame me. I said it's not a good idea. Yeah, bad breakups suck. For sure. For sure. I'm just switching random picks to hopefully find one that does what I want it to. And it ain't the pick. It is absolutely the cheese grits. Don't think owning a whole bunch of tools makes you a better picker, because it does not. Makes you a poorer picker with a lot of cool tools, but definitely, there is the right tool for the right job, but there's only so many tools you need for it. It's not that big of a job that I'm doing. As you can see, I can't seem to do it. No, a squiggly rake on this would not work. Mr. Picker, you have a good night, my brother. Thanks for staying up so late. You're not usually up this late. Thank you. Good to see you. And I will see you tomorrow. I will absolutely be picking locks tomorrow night. And then we got a problem. I'm going to be doing a little bit of overtime at work, so I don't think I'm going to be on for a couple of Sundays again. Come on, come on. Where are you going, Thumb? Come on. Don't worry, I got you. Porque. Sorry, my Spanish or Portuguese or whatever that is not very good. Technology. There is definite progress in this lock, but I am just not getting it where it's going to open. I just heard something reset too. All right. Wow. That was a bunch of pins that just dropped. I was probably one pin away from actually popping them by a lot. All right. Everybody, it is 1 o'clock in the morning here on the East Coast of the United States, so I am going to call it. I appreciate you all for coming by. Remember, if you would like to get your logo or your sticker or your anything into my collage, because I'm going to do a pretty cool collage, hit me up on Discord. That way we can get your sticker to me for this collage. I got a few here. I got a few over there still. I'm waiting on a bunch to show up. I got a couple of cool ideas that I'm going to do with it. So if you'd like to be in on it, please send me your sticker. You can also reach me through email, Western Massacre Locksport at gmail.com. Just send me an email. I'll get in touch with you. I appreciate that, Be Official. I need all the subscriptions I can get. Hang in there, please. Don't let the shitty parts of life get you down, because it's not going to be the last time that you go through a rough one. Like, it's all in how you handle yourself afterwards that makes you a bigger, better person. Don't self-destroy, I guess is what I'm saying. There's always another sunshiny day coming down the pipe. Everybody, yeah, buddy, have a good night. Thanks for joining me. Good night.